to start off, introduce yourself, where you're from, your history, your career, and we'll go from there. What was like what inspired you to first play football?
Uh, my name is Karl
Carl.
Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
But I moved to Houston. I moved to Houston as a young age because the hurricane that hit New Orleans, so we had to there. I want to say middle school. I started getting into football a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Freshman year of high school. I played safety and receiver. But I
Mm-hmm.
kind of like safety because I get to hit people. But
Oh, nice.
receiver, I just fell in love with it because I can catch and I
Mm-hmm.
can do stuff. I was just that lady. But from there, um, we from there I gave up football for a little bit, started focusing on basketball. So basketball, so my sophomore year of high school, I was on varsity for basketball. So I was like, okay, maybe basketball stuff gonna work. Junior year, I started
Mm-hmm.
playing football, started on varsity, and then I just went from there. I just got better every year. So that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Oh no, that's nice. That's nice. No, it's good to see that your dad put you in it, and let
Mm-hmm.
you play football and all that. So that's pretty good to see. What about high school? What was high school like?
Uh, it was okay. The high school I went to, we wasn't bad, but we was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we just had to compete a lot. High school, I liked it because it brought me like out of
Mm-hmm.
my like comfort zone because I was like always shut off and stuff like that. But then with football, it just uh I could say football just brought everything good towards me and in general.
Oh, nice. Cool. It's cool. How was the recruiting out of high school? How was that like?
Man, it was tough because at the time in high school I was maybe 150 my
Mm-hmm.
junior for senior year. So it was like, them the high division 1 schools, they wanted you to buck up like 180, 190. But I was strictly like basketball at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So really recruited like that. So Division 2 was coming at me, but I always had that dream to go D1. So I had to take that backup route, which was JUCO at Navarre College, transferred to Houston Christian.
Oh, nice. How was how was Houston Christian like, or how was that like?
Houston Christian was good. I met a lot of people there. It was kind of new. It was a new football. So they just brought that football team. I want to say probably like 4 or 5 years before I came there, and so we just had to start from scratch. But everything, I mean, we was working all every day, so it was good.
I don't know. That was good. That's good. How about like what was the biggest challenge you had over in Houston? You know.
As in Houston Christian, or
Yeah, yeah. I mean Houston. I mean when I say Houston, I mean Houston Christian, of course.
yeah, I want to say the biggest challenge we just was like an underdog. I kind of hate that
Mm-hmm.
everybody look at us like that. So we had to. It was a good thing and a bad thing because the good way you could come out and show everybody that y'all could play football. So that
Mm-hmm.
was a good thing. But the worst thing I say is just we just slept on the whole time.
That's a
So
long time. Nice. Yeah, I seen you. Had a lot of highlights. I've watched your film as well. So I see a lot of highlights in there. And against some
yeah,
D1 schools and stuff like that. But
yeah,
yeah, no, it was what was the draft process like? What was
it was.
how'd you prepare for the draft?
How I prepare for the draft? I'll say I know I took a little bit off because my sister in the Navy, I wanted to go see her before I started.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I came back to Houston and I worked out with this guy named KG Fitness on Instagram. I worked out with him for like 2, 3 months. I mean, it was hard. Like it was a whole different type of workouts from D1. So you had to prepare for like you coming in right now and playing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was definitely hard, but I was already used to it because I already worked hard anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Yeah, it was pretty good.
Nice. What about agencies? How was I know I've spoken with your agents before, your agencies, I should say.
Mhm.
How did that come about?
I want to wait. So I signed with this guy. It was kind of like an NIL thing. Back when I was in high school. So he was like, okay, you getting prepared for NFL and professional football. So I was like, okay, I got this guy. So I was like,
Mm,
okay, cool, cool. So we just checked it out and then we just went from there. I say looking for an agent is very stressful. Like it took a toll on me just worrying about like, am I gonna represent myself or I'm gonna have somebody else represent me? So it was like trying to find someone that could represent me in a good way, you know. And
mm-hmm.
Chris is doing a great job. It's just it's 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 hard. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard. Like finding an opportunity. So I'm glad I got the opportunity I have right now.
Yeah, is he the one that got you with San Antonio?
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Nice. Have you spoken with any of the coaches in San Antonio?
Yeah, I spoke with Bedwell. I spoke with everybody pretty much.
Oh, nice, nice. How's Bedwell like?
Oh, Bedwell is a great guy. He's a
Mm-hmm.
great guy. I love what they doing, what they going to do out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that air raid offense is gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
Like I've
no.
been used to that all my life, so it's just y'all for the kill out there. We all for the kill.
Yeah, no, I've watched a lot of what the air raid offense can do, and I think that if they can piece anything around like a certain player on offense, he can go for rather 6 catches for 118 yards and a couple touchdowns, or just have breakout games. So I really like to see that. Have you spoken with any like the teammates as well, like anybody that you're gonna be playing with this year?
Yeah, I spoke to some of the quarterbacks that's coming out there. We have this whole group chat and we get on Zoom calls every Tuesday. So we kind of talk to everybody then. But nobody, the worst thing about it is nobody in Houston, so I can't really get no work with them.
Mm-hmm.
So San Antonio is about 2 hours, but other than that, I could go over there on the weekends, but that's really it. I
Mm-hmm.
just talk to them over the phone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. No, how's like the culture within like San Antonio though? Like how's I should say with the team I should say how's really that culture though? I really want to know about the culture.
The coach was cool. Basically, what I've been when we was meeting with each other, I mean, everything was like a vibe. I feel like we got a connection already, but
Hmm.
just imagine what we're gonna have on the field with each other. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, no, because I've seen they've brought a lot of the same guys back. No, what not back I should say. They brought in a lot of same guys that Coach Mummy has coached before. That's like
Yeah.
that's like half the team. I've noticed that's like a good half the team is players who played with him over in the spring league, and I was like, oh, very
Mhm.
interesting. From running back all the way to defensive back. That quarterback though, quarterback's the one where that doesn't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you tried to recruit to come play in San Antonio?
Yeah. I try to recruit a running back I trained with at during pro days and stuff, the pro day training.
Mm-hmm.
Um but he had currently I think he signed with the Beaumont
Beaumont
Arena.
Beaumont Renegades?
Yeah, he just signed with them I want to say about 2, 3 months ago.
2 3 months ago? Oh.
And I try to get my my quarterback from Houston Christian
Mm-hmm.
too, but I guess he's doing his own thing too. So
Oh, nice. Where's he going at?
he's in Dallas right now. He was on the training camp with New York Jets.
New York Jets? Oh, lit. Oh, is
Yeah,
it what's his name? Like Austin Peavy, I think. Is that who it
not
is?
Kobe
No.
Suits.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's pretty.
Mm.
Oh, that's very interesting. Very interesting. Are you hoping to use this, IFA opportunity to jump over and play like the UFL, CFL, or NFL, or
Yeah, that's the plan. Yep, that's
mm,
the plan. I gotta get as much film as I can,
much film as
so
you can?
we get the best opportunity.
Mm. No, one thing I would say is building up like a relationship with the offensive coordinator is probably just as important as getting film out, because let's say Bedwell gets a chance to be offensive coordinator out in Houston, like with the Houston Roughnecks. Well, one thing that's so common I see that coordinators do is they'll recruit their own players. So
Right.
let's say Bedwell gets an opportunity to coach in the UFL, or somebody on that defensive side and they're trying to recruit a receiver. They're like, oh, I know, Karl Reynolds, he can catch, so
Right.
I'll bring him in. But I
That would be it.
that's a pretty common story I'll see, because we'll see that we're gonna see the slot in the UFL and in the IFA still yet to come is players will be brought in. Players will be brought in because of coaching, because they
Mm-hmm.
coached with them and they played with them. But moving on to that, we're gonna go to something a little different. What was one player you watched play when you were younger who you're like, damn, I want to play like him?
It was Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco.
Ocho
Oh,
Cinco, Randy Moss,
that was pretty
uh
cool.
who else? Andre Johnson. I used to like all them cats.
Mm-hmm. Andre Johnson, nice. What was it about Ocho Cinco though? Was it like the swagger, or was it more of like,
It was like he had the confidence, the swagger, he had all of it. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be up there with him. So
you're gonna
it's
be
like,
able to root him? Nice, nice. Hey, first up is the IFA.
all right.
That's nice. That's nice. Who's one player that, let's say, your offensive coordinator, not offensive coordinator, who's one player that would be brought into San Antonio, who's just gonna light everything up, who you're gonna be like, whoa, I'm just like even more excited to come play in San Antonio now.
Mm. Who's one player I would be excited to play with?
Yeah, one
What you
player you're excited to play with. Yeah,
I'll be excited to play with Anthony Watts.
Anthony Watts.
I trained with him for a good minute doing pro day too. So he
Mm-hmm.
signed with us too. So I'm glad I'm with him because he a cool guy.
Nice, nice. Who else was it that you would trained with? Like, 'cause you're mentioning a lot of guys you're training with. Who are
Man,
some like notable names you trained with?
wow, I forgot his name. He a quarterback at North Carolina. Not North
North
Carolina,
Carolina,
South
South
Carolina.
Carolina.
I
Lenore
forgot his name.
Lenore Sellers, or because he's the quarterback right there right now.
Yeah, he's like he's I want to say about 6'5".
He's five. Yeah, Lenore
I
Sellers is a guy who's
yeah,
he's a starting quarterback right now in
yeah. Then
South Carolina.
that's him. Then, yeah, I trained. We trained with him a couple of times.
Hmm.
He's still actually over there. So,
Yeah, in South Carolina. Yeah, he's
mhm.
entering a Heisman like finalist for the expected to be a Heisman finalist this next season because of how uh
Yeah,
how he's been
he did.
playing.
He did good last year.
No,
Like it was.
he did great. Yeah, and he's gonna
Mhm.
jump up a lot of the Heisman names and might surprise a lot of people.
Oh
With
yeah.
this one. That's one. But what have you talked about with the air raid with Coach Bedwell? What have you guys discussed in the air raid? What's your role gonna be?
Uh, I really didn't discussed it with him so far, but I'm pretty sure he know I could do everything. I know
Mm-hmm.
that for sure. But I know that he knows that I'm a go getter, so I like jumping for the ball and making spectacular plays. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really I haven't really talked to him about the offensive wise just yet. Well, I talk
Nice,
about the plays, but not in depth.
nice. Are you excited for the season opener? Apparently
Oh
the game got pushed from the 7th to the 31st. So
yeah, he told me that. I was like, dang. But it's
mm-hmm.
all right though. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be ready
Mm-hmm.
for that. So
Nice, nice.
that's not,
Did you ever get any like arena interest to come play over in like the arena ball, or no?
nah, I haven't got I had one guy, but I haven't heard from him since. But I also had an opportunity to go to Europe, but he was trying to get me out there before pro day. So
Oh,
I was like, nah, can't do it.
no, that's
But
not it.
yeah, that's the only two teams really. I mean, I had a couple teams at pro day, but I haven't heard back from them either.
Hmm. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Would you ever want to play in Europe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My guy, Daryl Stewart, he out there going
Oh,
crazy
Daryl
right
Stewart.
now.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Yeah, he actually graduated. He graduated from my school when I was just a freshman.
A freshman. Oh,
So I was like, yeah, that he's lighting it up right now. I think he just signed with another team out there too. So he doing real good out there. He made a
hmm.
good name for himself out there.
Yeah, no, I saw that wide receiver Keelan Cole, he played with the Jaguars, just signed there this morning, and I was like,
Oh wow.
I was kind of shocked because he was big in that Super Bowl run with Jacksonville. So
That's why I was like, oh man.
yeah,
But I'm pretty sure Europe coming out with a lot of exposure in Europe.
yeah, no, because I remember back a couple of years ago when it started off, I was like, like no one's like interested in this, but it's gonna be like the IFA too. They're gonna take a couple of years, and then players are gonna come
Mhm.
play. So you can be on the front, you can be on the forefront, or you can just not. But
Yeah.
there's gonna be a lot to a lot to expect. Nice. What about this receiving core, this like room? Where do you think you like stand? Although it's not nothing like official yet, but where do you
Mhm.
see yourself in this receiving room?
Uh, I could play. I feel like I could play the inside, outside. I played
Mm,
it at a couple of times, and at HCU they kind of switched me around, so kind of like a
mm,
dual athlete. Sometimes I stay in the inside. So let's see if the safety going actually double coverage me. I had that a couple of times, but slide in outside. I just do everything. I feel like I bring a lot to the team.
mm. Yeah, because they got a couple guys. They got Ladart, Lamarcus Carradine. He's pretty big in the arena game. But they had Isaac Zico, and Isaac Zico just re-signed with the Mass Pirates, and does not plan to play in the IFA this year.
Mm.
And yeah, that was one that was because he stated actually said that's gonna be something people don't know what they're gonna jump into. But I'm like, I've seen enough. I know what players are gonna jump into or not. But
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know. Some cats. I feel like they probably feel like they get more exposure somewhere else, but
mm,
I'm good where I'm at. So
it's
I feel
interesting.
like the people we got right now, we gonna make some happen in San Antonio.
Hmm. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You ever talk with Hal Mummy though? I know you haven't talked with Bedwell a little bit, but what about Coach Hal?
I mean, I haven't really chopped it up with him, so
Mm,
not yet. But I talked to Mummy a little bit. But I need to try to make something happen with the Zoom call with everybody in there.
mm,
But I kind of just try to get to everybody at once.
that's pretty good.
Goddamn.
Nice. Yeah. How do you feel about him being the general manager of the team as well? And like he has a lot of the ownership is through him as well. How do you feel about that one?
Oh yeah, it's gonna bring a lot of supporters to the team, and that's all that matters is
Mm,
having the league just being full of supporters. Like,
mm,
that's where everybody gonna get recognized and all that. Team gonna be recognized. It's probably just gonna bring the whole league like just crazy with a lot of teams and stuff too.
mm. Yeah, no, that's just one thing because I've heard Jason Adams say that they're gonna sell out the stadium at some point. At some
Oh
point
yeah.
they're gonna sell out the stadium and to have it on like this like landscape where everybody's gonna see it like this it's huge. It's insane. But
Mhm.
that's one thing. What are you looking forward to? Sorry. Who are you looking forward to play the most? What's one team you're gonna look to play against? You're gonna be like, man, I'm pumped. I'm excited.
I feel like the Alabama one. Alabama.
Alabama one.
I
Nice, nice.
forgot it's Alabama something.
The Alabama Beavers.
Beaver? Yeah, man, my old teammate play over there now.
Mm.
And the dude, a receiver from Jackson State, he play over there. He signed with Chris also.
Oh yeah,
So
no.
I'm pretty excited about that. So the DB that was in my high school, I played him at Navarro College too. So we
Mm,
kind of like say we finna have a rematch. So I'm kind
mm.
of excited about the game.
Nice, nice. Yeah, they just recently just cut like all their players who weren't really who they weren't really sure
Mm,
this this season. So they cut all those guys, and I thought it was pretty funny. They have like a mini lawsuit against them as well, and I was like,
that's crazy.
yikes. But that's a little something. Your quarterback, one of your quarterbacks. I'm not gonna name which quarterback. When your quarterback said, "I'm excited for when they cut those, minor league bums, because I'm tired of seeing Beavers Nation on every single post."
Man. That's why I be seeing the same thing sometimes.
Yeah,
They always pop up on my feed.
yeah, and then
So
yeah, cause they got like at one point they had 300 players signed and
300.
300 yeah to their camp 300.
Oh man. So they was just giving out contract.
Yeah, but it wasn't until like but then they cut down, they kept cutting. I think the one like to me I think it's more of like people who like are first time owners, or first time general managers.
Right.
That's exactly how it felt, and I was like, whoa,
300. Woo, that's a lot of people.
that is a lot of people. I know. And then yeah, I said something like I'm not gonna make any more like I'm not gonna post anything about any players until camp's over or until mini camp's over because that's when they know who their guys are or they're 90. And then your quarterbacks goes, "Ah man, good idea. I'm tired of seeing those minor league bums." And I was
That's
like,
crazy. So when they start the mini camp,
mini
when they
camp.
start.
It's supposed to be like next week actually.
Oh dang, that's right around the
Yes,
corner.
it's supposed to be next week. And I know San Antonio just had a tryout today.
Yeah, I seen that on Twitter. X.
X, yeah, Twitter X, yeah. Yeah, I just hopped on there. My main thing is let them Republicans know what the IFA is.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Oh man, I like to joke around about that. I think it's kind of funny, but
Mm.
uh, so what are you looking forward to this season? What's the goal?
Man, the goal is to get the championship, man. That's
Get
the
that,
goal.
get the IFA ring. I mean, this is the one team that's actually like built for a championship roster. That
Right.
I mean that I've seen so far. This is the one team that has like so much chemistry, so much like previous players, and also offensive like coaching staff, defensive coaching staff, and a coach who's been with
Mm.
these guys since like 2020.
Yeah,
It's
that connection gonna bring us
it,
a long way.
that's insane because back in the USFL back in 2022, Bart Adris also coached in the spring league, so he brought like half his team from the spring league to the USFL. And what they did is they went to the championship. Of course, they
Mm.
lost, they ended up losing, but
I remember. I actually remember that game too.
that's telling. Yeah, no, I was watching that. I mean, I talked with Stribling one time. I was in an interview with him one time, and he said he was like, man, if Cookies didn't get injured, they would have won the game. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, but
that's
Strib,
tough.
yeah, it's messed up. But what about the quarterback room? How do you feel about your quarterbacks?
Man, the people I seen sign, man, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna go to the championship with the people we got.
Yeah, no,
For
Nate
sure.
Hayden. Yeah, no, Nate Hayden and Chris Barrett is. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a two-man quarterback battle. I'm honestly
Yeah,
thinking it's between both
yeah,
of those, and then they let Jeremy Hunt be that QB3, but
yeah. That's one thing I did talk about with Ben Will. He said it's gonna be like a 2-man thing, but you gonna let them compete.
yeah, of course it was always competition. I mean, Hunt might come out every single day looking the best, and then come week one he just sucks. I mean, I've seen that happen so many times,
Yeah,
or he just is really good because last year he was playing over in Corpus Christi in the AIF, I think, and
I don't even know nothing about Corpus Christi. I don't even know what division it is.
bro, that was the international, sorry, American indoor football. He was playing over there, and
Oh man,
it's indoor football. Yeah, exactly. Like people don't even know that. I had to like dig to find that one, find him playing over there, and
dang.
yeah, him and one of his receivers is over in Tampa, so
Oh okay.
you know, there's a there's like a little landscape like that.
Mm.
But hey, that's it, man. That's all the questions I have. A lot of people kept trying to join this call.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of funny. I was getting a laugh out of that, but no, it was anything else like what else you got to say about Karl Reynolds? Like I want to ask about the brand. What's your brand? I've seen that. I want to know a little bit more about that.
Okay. I say. I mean, I brought it up. I want to say my first year I got to Houston Christian. My mom actually came up with it. It's basically the category 5 is like a storm. So it was at the beginning of ACU, like the storm is coming, 5 is coming. It's
Mhm.
kind of something like that. And then I just bought it around my dad. So it's
That was
kind of
pretty
like
cool.
memory thing on my dad, so I just stepped with it.
Oh no, it's pretty cool. No, I mean, I
Mhm.
like to see when athletes do that. You know,
Yeah.
they're putting not just football out there. You know, they're
Hmm.
putting a brand out there. You know, their personal brand, and I like to see that. I really like to see that. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, I stuck with it. I made clothes and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, but I mean, yeah, everybody wanted to order something. I was like, dang, it's so much stuff going on right now. I think
Exactly.
I got to back out a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I might start back up when the season come back around.
Yeah, nice. We could get some K5 merch. You know, that'd be
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it'll be nice.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Uh, nice. Did you have like any NFL interest though? That's one thing. Were any NFL teams interested or just have any talks?
Yeah, it still hurts my feelings.
Still hurts.
I had the Chiefs. I had,
Oh.
I had the Dolphins. Uh, I forgot the. I think. I mean, I talked to Saints for a little bit after practice. Um, who else? Patriots. I think that's
Mm,
really it. So I mean, when he said the Chiefs, I was like, oh man, they didn't pull the trigger.
oh
But
man.
yeah, I mean, it was just a little kinks in my 40 and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm still working on it, so we're gonna
Mm.
see.
I mean, like, I don't think that like for now. I'm gonna say this for now. Like, yeah, people are gonna look at the combine, but like 4 to 5 years, people aren't gonna look at the combine as a way to evaluate players. They're gonna evaluate, knowledge and the way they test. But like, the combine's still good, but their teams already know what they have. It's just for players to up their draft stock.
Yes, I hate that they base it off of there because like
Um,
you really can't find a playmaker if you just you know what I'm
mm,
saying. But I mean, it is what it is right now, so I just gotta stick with it.
mm. Nice, nice. Do you have any favorite NFL teams though?
It's definitely New Orleans Saints, but
Thanks.
I don't know. They doing me bad ever since Sean Payton and all them cats left. Man, just going downhill from now.
Nice, nice.
I hate that they had the Super Bowl in New Orleans because like we have the Super Bowl in New Orleans, but the Saints not in the Super Bowl.
Mm,
So I'm like, wow. But
nice, nice.
me, I don't know.
Did it feel good to see the Chiefs lose though? Was that one?
Yes, it did. I was just gonna be mad because I can't have them keep winning all the time.
No, man. Not even that. It was like never close. Man, that game
Yeah,
was like so
was,
good. It was
I thought they was gonna come back, but it just got out of hand.
yeah, no, it was so good, man. Oh man, that was the. I remember because I was watching my family and I was like, man, that was like the best game I've ever seen in my life. Oh
Oh
man,
yeah, it was no cheating, no nothing.
I
I
know.
was like, yeah, they Russ ain't going with him today.
Yeah, no, cause no, cause actually there was some like talks about like a scandal with the refs and stuff like that and the Chiefs and something
Uh,
about how like the owner would like pay them money or whatever. But I don't know if that's true. But I was watching and I was like, man, this game is like, oh man, so good.
that was real football. That showed that he could come down whenever he wanted, like come
Mm,
down. Like
mm,
it's everything just not for him. Like it's coming. I feel like the Ravens should have did something more than what they did this year too.
mm. No, I mean like, I keep saying this is supposed to be Lamar's year, but
Yeah.
Peyton Manning didn't win you know, had the same exact career as Lamar Jackson did at this moment. So outside the rush, outside of all the rushing yards, of course, but
Yeah.
you know, but no, nice, nice. Was it good watching Drew Brees growing up though? You like watching that? Drew Brees, you
Yeah, Drew Brees, man. I used to like watching Drew Brees. He ain't scared of nothing.
I know.
Like first time I seen him run, he did a spin move and dove in the end zone. From there, I was like, "Yep, it's over."
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
seen I forgot what team they played, but they played in the Superdome.
Superdome. Oh,
But Derek Carr tried to do the stuff he do, it's just not gonna work. He not
Derek Carr.
He not Drew Brees, so
No, Derek Carr isn't good.
yeah, he not gonna be like he was okay with the Raiders. He should have just left it at the Raiders.
Well, no, they wanted him out of there because of all like he was owed like 40 million dollars, and he
Oh
just
man.
didn't want him and stuff like that. And it was like a poor contract decision, and their coach is also Josh McDaniels, and McDaniels is not
Yeah,
a good coach.
they
Nice,
should. Oh yeah.
but what about like I was asked about Tom Brady, but I was like, never mind. But what about like Tom Brady though? Like, did you ever like hate watching Tom Brady and stuff like that? Because he always won. He always won. It was so.
Yeah, he always won. They had a lot of scandals with him too, with
Mm,
flat balls and stuff. But I mean, I like Tom Brady. It's just the same thing as Patrick Mahomes. I got tired of seeing the same people in the Super Bowl. I got tired of seeing the same people win the Super Bowl.
uh,
So
what if
I feel,
this? I was gonna say, what if the Saints go three in a row? How would
I doubt it, but if they do, then I'll beat it with them for the rest of my life. But now I'm starting to question it.
It's not a question.
I'm starting to question.
That's nice. That's nice. But hey, that'll do it. A nice 30 minute interview. Anything else you got to say?
Nah, that's been pretty much it, man.
I know.
I'm so excited for this year that's coming up.
Oh, I'm
I
excited
feel
too.
we're gonna take it all away. It's gonna be a lot of good games out there. I
Hmm.
hope everybody start tuning in and following us, following the page and all that.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be real good.
All right. Yeah. No. That's good, man. Hey, I'm actually really excited. There are a lot of people that I'm like, excited to watch, but like I'm excited for this league landscape because it brings people in. Like it brings players who should have never got a look. There's a like a good list amount of people that I have who I wasn't even aware of, and I'm like digging into them, and I'm like, these guys are just as talented as people at the next level, but they're not getting that look. And then
Like,
there was those 300 guys in Alabama, and I'm like, well, okay, some of those guys
yeah,
don't
some of
belong
us
there.
shouldn't really be playing right now.
Uh, no, but Alabama, it's just like it's like first time owners or general managers. It's like,
Mhm.
man, that's exactly what it's like. But
Yeah,
uh, you
they
know,
figured it out.
yeah, but that'll do it, man. It was a good interview. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing these, and I'm glad you're like, let's talk about this. I was like, oh, it'd be great to get an interview in.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What are the socials? Where can everybody follow you at though? Karl Reynolds. Where's everybody? Where's everybody can
Uh,
follow you at?
I can follow me on Twitter. I keep forgetting my Twitter name for some reason. It's probably the same thing as my Instagram, K5, Fiizy, K Fizzy,
Keep busy.
basically. So, yeah, that's probably all my socials. That's gonna be the same name for every social. So yeah.
Hey, it's a good way to keep it simple. But hey, that'll do it. Raphael Smerikov here with the guy Karl Reynolds. Good interview. Till next time, peace. Take care.